Given the criticism that the letter that many of you signed to the leadership of Iran has gotten, including from Democrats who support the Corker amendment legislation, do you still believe it was a good idea? And how do you respond to the president saying you're making common cause with hard matters at the time?
Yeah, look, I think it's pretty obvious that the president does not want Congress to have any say-so over the bad deal that we are certain he seems to be inclined to make. An issue this magnitude with an enemy of the United States, which is fomenting problems in Syria, in Lebanon, in Gaza, in Yemen, to make a deal of this magnitude with one of the worst regimes in the world without any congressional input leads you to believe he's going to make the deal that we all fear he's going to make. Now, our Democratic friends never seem to want to deal with this issue. At the request of the chairman of the Foreign Relations Committee, we've delayed dealing with the issue, and we'll just see after March the 24th whether there are enough Democratic senators not to just ensure passage of the Corker bill, but also to ensure that the veto that we anticipate coming, the president's already said he'd veto it, will be overridden. But I think all of us should be suspicious of an administration that is so intent on keeping the elected representatives of the American people out of this deal. You have to ask yourself why. Why? And there's only one conclusion you could reach, which is that he intends to make a bad deal. Anything that leaves the Iranian nuclear infrastructure in place and ignores their behavior on a whole range of other issues, fomenting problems all around the world, building IEDs that have killed and injured American soldiers, you just have to be suspicious as to why the administration would not want our participation. At some point, hopefully we'll be in a position to vote on the Corker proposal. Let me suggest, if there is not a deal, we've had some of our Democratic friends say the choice is between this deal and war. No. The choice is between this deal and greater sanctions, because we finally discovered one thing that works here. One thing. Sanctions. That's what brought them to the table. I would remind all of you the president did not want the sanctions bill he got. It was so overwhelming in Congress that he signed it, but he was opposed to it and tried for years to prevent it from being presented to him. Well, he finally got it and he signed it. It clearly works. So if there is no deal, the answer is tougher sanctions. We know tough sanctions work.